The media environment surrounding the conflicts in the Middle East and Ukraine has turned incendiary, and a number of journalists are getting burned. It's understandable that passions are running high, given that more than 550 Palestinians and 27 Israelis have died in the war with Gaza and 298 people were killed when the Malaysian jet was shot down, almost certainly by pro-Russian separatists. Any journalist who has written or spoken about the Middle East knows it is impossible to satisfy both sides, given the fierce levels of animosity. The backlash was captured by Jon Stewart, who was roundly rebuked for a Daily Show bit about the conflict with Hamas that made serious if satiric points such as that the Israelis are warning Gaza residents of bombings with non-lethal explosions, plus phone calls and leaflets, by the way, and that Gazans have nowhere to evacuate. Times of Israel columnist David Horowitz ripped Stewart for kicking off the segment by saying as the aerial bombardment from both sides continues tastes great. More killing. He's begun with talk of Israel being set to invade Gaza, but without any cited reason such as, say, Hamas being a terrorist organization with a notorious track record of suicide bombings, individual killings, kidnappings, and incessant rocket fire. And, second, because the implication here is that the combatants Israel and Hamas are both happy to be back killing again, and that's just plain false. Stewart came back with a segment in which a gaggle of correspondents pop up to denounce him as a self-hating Jew and Zionist pig, among other things, every time he mentions the word Israel. Amid the shouting, he makes this serious observation: just merely mentioning Israel or mentioning in any way the effectiveness or humanity of Israel's policies is not the same thing as being pro-Hamas. That is true, and Stewart is entitled to defend himself, but he retreats to slapstick comedy, jokingly giving up on the segment. He has, however, touched a sore spot that is also affecting real journalists,